it's obvious the special chemistry that you guys, those who lived it and experienced it, could see it just watching you play. You can even see it on the film. You can see it on the highlights. And I would like to address, once again, to set the record straight, because you're talking old school and old school Gator are all about accuracy, to really set the record straight that it was a senior and it was a veteran fundamental team. The Super Softs were a huge part of it. The Super Softs were the high profile, the superstar guys. But I think that's one thing, special thing about the 69 Gators was that oftentimes on any team, regardless of age or class, there's a friction sometimes between the high profile guys and the stars and the guys down in the trenches. I would suspect generally that's even exacerbated when the older guys are the guys in the trenches doing the hardcore blue collar work, and the young fresh guys come up and get all the publicity and all the acclaim. And it was obviously it was exactly the opposite of that on the 69 Gators. And I'd just like to have you guys speak to that. And Max, since you were the captain, why don't you start?
Well, we were just very appreciative of their skills. I mean, had these guys not come in, we'd end up in that worst 20 in America. I mean, when you're that age, you just get in there and you do your job. You don't have the benefit of years of perspective looking back. You get in there and you do the best with what you have. The coaches tell you what to do, and you hope that they have the wisdom to put together a team that does well. I'm a lot wiser about what happened in retrospect than I was when I was there. It's just it's day to day, it's game to game, it's week to week. Yeah, we had other things going on, as Carlos said. It was in 1969. We had Vietnam going on. We had the first black players in our locker room. For heaven's sakes, we had girls walking around the campus with no brassieres on. There were a lot of other things going on, and we were kids. You just do the best you can do.
Can't beat that line.
Right?
The exuberance.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, in perspective, we got this great perspective now, but back then, we're just kids. We're just, we got scholarships. We're going to class every day. We're going to practice. You do your best, and when it works out, it works out.
Yeah.
Right?
When you play sports, sometimes you run into prima donnas. None of the Softs were prima donnas. They were all great guys.
No.
We had a great team.
There.
But we did get a lot of publicity. Like John and I and Tommy Durrance, Mike the Super Softs, and Andy,
Mike Rich, Andy,
and
Cheney.
Mike Rich. Not once throughout that whole year did a senior come up and act jealous or, say something to us. Or I always felt, and to this day I feel this way, that whatever success we were having, they were having. They were so happy that we were all having it. There was never any of that. We used to have a team meeting before every game. We would come in like Thursday, where we always have a couple of trick plays, and we get the defense in to come in, and Coach Graves would tell them the trick play that Pancos had figured out, and the defense would just cheer in this team meeting, for the offense, because we were so excited about when this trick play was going to be pulled. Nobody knew it was going to be pulled, but everybody knew that the trick play would be there. And there was that kind of unity. Everybody was always pulling for each other. It was never the first sign of, gosh, you're getting to do interviews, or you're getting to do this or that. Nobody even thought in those terms. I never heard anybody even think in those terms. And that's why to this day we have our team captains has set up a 5-year rotation where we have a reunion. Everybody gets along. Everybody loves each other. Truly does love each other in the sense that we really respect. It's not like we're hanging all over each other or something like that. But we see each other, and it's almost like you're there. You just have a great respect and love for each other.
Well, thank you for sharing that. That's one reason I want to do this show, because that's rare. And we have a lot of guys in this room that have played, guys and gals that have played sports. That's rare on a sports team or any organization. It's rare in the business office. It's rare in any group of people to have that kind of special chemistry and leadership and affection for one another. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the characteristics that define the 69 Gators. I've got one more
Let me
topic.
mention one more thing too about just leadership. One thing that nobody mentions about John. John is brash, and he was brash when he came into Florida. We needed that. We needed somebody to tell us you can be better than this, and that's why I think a lot of players really looked up to John. And in the huddle, he exuded a lot of confidence.
He was the man.
He was your man. I mean, he did. I mean, right from day one, he exuded a lot of confidence. 79, we're going to complete this. And he was always full of confidence.
Audacity.
And-
You guys
and
were
I lived it.
audacious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But he was very. It's funny because I got later on known for speaking out about all kinds of stuff because I did, But John on the football field, he was the one who was really brash and was saying, "Hey, we can do this," and a lot of us took that to heart.